We're about to find out if the Cowboys are moving different, and we're going to get you ready for the NFL Combine. We are headed to Indy tomorrow because we cover the Cowboys like that for you. Let's get it going. The show starts. Meow, meow. Welcome in, everybody. It's time for the DLLS Cowboys podcast, and it's good to be back. It's good to see everybody. Thank you for saying hello to me in the chat. I appreciate it. Smash the like button on your way in. Make sure you subscribe to the DLLS Sports channel on YouTube or else, which, of course, is not a threat. It is NFL Combine week, so we got a hookup for you, $36 for a year of diehard membership. That's normally $80, baby. That's over a 50% savings, but I'm not going to do the math for the exact number. And so that's just for now, for the Combine. So you get the hookup, and when you're signed up to be a diehard during NFL draft season, it's a great time for it because you get access to Fran Duffy's draft rankings, the board, the scouting reports, all those different things. You get the free T-shirt when you sign up as well. What a value. Go do it or else. Not a threat. Aaron with a good question. Why is Jeff back? I want you to know it's a fair question that you're all welcome to keep to yourselves and pretend that you enjoy me broadcasting. Thank you. Hello, my name is Jeff.
Yeah.
Can I give you something messy? Yeah, I will. I'm next to the greatest beat writer in the history of the Dallas Cowboys, Mr. Clarence Hill.
I really don't do older women. I don't do young women.
Interesting.
Wow.
Well, there's a gap. It's all about perspective. What's young, what's old.
And he's next to Mr. Worldwide, Law Nation.
Hey.
You have a drop for that, John? You don't have a law drop yet?
Well,
I got nothing yet.
Yeah, remember.
Like a week ago, I needed a drop.
About a week ago.
Laws moving different this offseason.
Hey.
Where's Jesse? Jesse got fired.
What you do, Jesse, like that? You
Jesse
know what?
got fired.
Jesse,
Law's been hired.
Well,
The funny thing about Jesse is he's so secretive.
Well, it better be funny.
When you were gone and asking, he wouldn't tell people where you were. He wouldn't. I'm like, and
I was
they're
in
like,
Japan on vacation for 10 days.
Like you told people last week you were going to Japan.
Yeah.
I'm not going to tell his business. He don't know. He's just not here.
Then I shouldn't have told you guys that he got fired. He'll tell you himself later.
Fired on his day off.
Jesse didn't get fired. He went to call a North Carolina game or something.
Yeah.
He'll be in Indianapolis with us for the Combine. We'll all be there.
Why you got to tell people he's in North Carolina? You don't like this business being told.
Crap.
Well,
Jesse
He's not here.
Not here. And he will be back. How about that?
But his social is 425.
That was at the middle three, not the first three. Cowboys. So the later, I'm trying to get caught up because I also broke my phone while I was in Japan. And so for 4 days I didn't have a phone while I was in Japan. And I never opened my laptop, so I don't even know really what's going on in the world. I'm just ready to get to Indy for the Combine. But so Clarence, you're the beat writer. You tell me. It sounds like Brandon Aubrey's next up to get a deal done. And
We're just gonna overlook the fact that we got a running back deal done.
We did an emergency pod.
I know, but some of these people might not have been here.
Javonte Williams got a contract extension with the Dallas Cowboys, $8 million per year. 2 of those years are guaranteed. And you know what? It sounds like a pretty fair deal.
Well, it's a great deal for Javonte. A great deal for the Cowboys. Of course.
It can only be great for one. Either got too much or not enough.
I mean.
Did he get too much or not enough, Clarence?
Of 1 year? I mean, that's what we're talking about 1 year of, they wouldn't give King Henry $8 million 2 years ago, right?
Right.
And he had a whole track record.
We're past
He had a whole track record.
We're past that.
This dude gets $8 million one good, healthy season. First, most carries, most yards, career season. Hey, that's a great deal for him, which is why he signed it, I'm sure. And he wanted to be here. But now that they got that out the way, and I don't know if that's an example of moving different. I think it is moving a little different because the Cowboys got something done early.
Mm-hmm.
But let's not put too much dip on their chip and saying that they're really going to change and really be busting the budget. We'll see, because signing Pickens is moving different. And Stephen Jones is at the Combine. I'm feeling a little FOMO right now because
at the end of the day,
a little FOMO right now because I usually go to the combine on Sunday or Monday, but
Right.
we're going as a team on Tuesday. Stephen Jones talks either before or after the competition committee meetings. So he talked last night to Calvin Watkins. He's talking to the group reporters today after the competition committee meetings, probably about right now, that the JW Mary and I really should be there with our camera, getting Stephen talking about the plans for, the draft, plan for the combine, plan for free agency. But he said last night that they're moving on. Next up is Brandon Aubrey. They want to get Pickens done, but they've already been talking to Brandon Aubrey.
Right.
I don't think they've been talking to Pickens' agent.
How does that make you feel, Law? Because I don't. People get tired of me yelling at Jerry, so I'm just going to hang out for a minute.
Well, you look at Aubrey. He is a good guy for us. He controls the middle of the field once we get there. But let's look at it from this aspect of it. He's ancillary as it relates to like George Pickens. The main thing is to figure out Pickens' contract first, and I think that the Cowboys are hustling backwards because the focal point need to be on GP, not on Aubrey at this point.
I like what you said, Law. See, that's Law. He's hating on the front office.
Come on.
And that's my Hall of Fame general manager he's talking about.
Yeah.
I support this front office at all times.
Right.
You're not moving different if you're worried about the kicker before you're worried about George Pickens.
Yeah.
And I say that with all due respect to all kickers. It's the kicker, man. Put the second round tag on him and we'll worry about it later. If you want to prove to me that you're moving differently, the way to do that is to not let your team go through an offseason with George Pickens parking $30 million against your salary cap and stopping you from doing other things.
Facts.
The way to move different is to call the agent that last year you said you didn't know his name and that you don't talk to agents. Call that guy and get George Pickens done. That's moving differently. It's not moving differently if we're going to gear up where they get the kicker done and they get everything else. Brandon Aubrey's easy.
Facts.
Signing Brandon Aubrey
should be easy.
However much the kicker that makes the most, he going to get $6 more.
Yeah.
And how many years? Done. That contract's done. The hard work is getting George Pickens done so that he could be at training camp, so that you can have money to spend on other players. Like, that's moving differently. Worrying about Brandon Aubrey over George Pickens is not moving differently.
And I don't know if they're worrying about it.
Mm-hmm.
That's, words matter. I don't know if necessarily they're worrying about it. I think they're focusing on it.
Because they know they can get it
easier,
done. Yeah.
Right? They don't really,
I also don't like to do hard things.
That's
but
what
I'm not responsible for running the Dallas Cowboys.
You know what it sounds like? I'm going to pay the light bill before I pay the mortgage. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
Congrats to the next owner of the house. You got lights next month.
You got lights.
I paid that.
Yeah.
As Jerry said, I only way I can drive this private jet if I drive this beat up old truck. It's my beat up old truck. I'm driving in a private jet.
Yeah, I got news for you. He ain't driving a beat up old truck either. Don't let that man lie to you. I'd love to see Jerry's garage.
That was a 5-year-old truck. I mean, what's wrong with 5 years old? My car's 10 years old.
You got a 10-year-old car?
Yeah.
Does it have a backup camera?
Yes.
Okay, so you're fine.
Yeah.
I think as long as you have a backup camera,
Get it back.
Yeah.
you got Bluetooth?
Yeah.
You're fine.
Okay.
You're fine.
You got Bluetooth up in there.
You're cooking. Is there any
First
other
guy.
Cowboy news that I need to know, or am I all squared away?
No,
We're gonna get the kicker done.
that's. I mean, right now that's what they're focused on. That's what they're doing. Understand they have other free agents that you want to target.
Right.
They got rid of Logan Wilson. Can you believe that?
I can. Yeah, I can believe that they got rid of Logan Wilson. Yeah. Now we're going to find another player. We're going to find somebody because right now I guess Shamar James is here.
Shamar is there.
We got Shamar here next to Overshone. In theory, if you had to play football tomorrow, I don't think that you're comfortable with that. I think you need at least another guy in there, maybe two more guys in there. But that position group at least exists. They got other spots on this team that you don't even have a depth chart.
Are there any other free agents as we go into go into the combine? That's where it's an unofficial tampering season where you can talk to other free agents, but it's also when you can talk to your own free agents and their agents. Outside of the kicker, Pickens, you already done Javonte Williams.
Right.
Who you concerned about? Who on this team that's a free agent? They're like, okay, I need to talk to him. Is it Sam Williams? And then is there anybody that
if you want to bring Sam Williams back, you can, because you're going to do it it'll be $8.
Yeah.
then that'll be fine.
Leverage play. You say, hey, David Mulugeta, I'm working with you with Sam. Come on.
Mugaletta.
Is that Sam's agent too?
Yeah.
That sounds great. Look,
Sounds great.
We'll give Sam a job.
Yeah. Yeah.
Talk to us about George.
Yeah. You call him about Sam, and then you say, by the way, I got George.
Understand the Cowboys are great at compartmentalizing.
Yeah.
Remember, they weren't talking Mulugeta about Micah, but they did talk to him about trading for Pickens.
Right. I see what you're going.
So it's just important to remember.
Compartmentalizing here.
Jerry might not talk to certain people.
Yeah.
Steven might.
do it.
Or
Yeah.
Steven might tell, what's his name? Pacifica, the cat guy. He might tell the cat guy to make a phone
So
call.
the idea they could talk to him about Sam don't mean they talking to him about
Pickens. Yeah. And Tyler Smith under that athlete.
No, the same company.
Same
Not the
company.
same
Not
agent.
same
No,
agent.
it's not the same
Okay.
agent. Two different things.
Two
Yeah, but if that
different things,
agent
okay.
doesn't act right, David probably has the power to slap him in a headlock, right? Is he the boss over there? Is he
Yeah.
the top dog over there?
They the top dog on the football side, but yeah,
Yeah, honcho.
Tyler Smith has a good agent, and again, just talking to Tyler, we bring up Tyler. There's a question about left tackle, guard. Tyler, they have not discussed that yet, and that's something that they have to focus on as they look at the draft, looking for agency, what they need to do with that position, right?
Yeah, and I think there's a whole bunch they got to do in free agency, right? You don't want to go into the NFL draft with what you have at corner. They need to sign somebody. Or maybe, I don't know, maybe they think they're okay. Maybe they think we could go in with, if you had to play football tomorrow, what are you playing with? Bland, Revel, Carson?
Josh Butler.
Butler?
Butler's a free agent too.
He's free
Okay.
agent.
He's not under contract.
Okay.
So
I think he wants to go acting again. He's looking at acting.
Reddy Stewart.
That's nice.
You know.
I wish
Jeff-
Jesse was here. Every
Jeff-
time Josh Butler comes up, I wish Jesse was here.
I mean, they got the Reddy Stewarts and those other guys of the world still out there.
Yeah.
But yeah.
You're thinking, yeah.
They need help there. Donovan Ezeraku's sitting by himself in the defensive end room.
Right.
And now is Donovan Ezeraku an end or a
Jeremy
stand
took
up?
a shot at you right there. I like that.
Who took a shot?
Wow.
Jeremy,
What do you say?
my truck is a 2004, but I paid cash for my pool.
Hashtag shots fired.
My pool is paid off, Jeff.
I owe 23.7 on the pool. Okay? And I tell you, when it was 92 out of the gate, I feel like I'm doing pretty good. All right? 27.3. So if you're watching right now, fire in a super chat if you're on my channel.
Jeez. Help a brother out. HBO.
And one guy that I would be remiss by not bringing up, Clowney. Let's talk to Clowney's agent. Let's try to see if we can get Clowney in and get him done so he can be here in the offseason.
You need Clowney in the offseason if he's going to be back, but that's not my order of operation. I'm trying to get the fat cow first, and that is GP.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah.
But they might view it as because you know what else is kind of an easy conversation? Clowney's pretty easy conversation.
Yeah, easy
Like
conversation.
he might be tempted to wait until free agency. Like maybe Javonte Williams could have got $500,000 more per year in free agency. Maybe he couldn't have got $8 million. I don't know. And so that one, like if you're willing to go to that number, cool. I'm pretty confident you're going to get that done. With Clowney, I don't really know what that number is off the top of my head. Like, is he a $8 million player? 12?
I mean,
Is he 15?
I think the fact that he got
Not
8.5
15.
Is he
sacks,
6?
I think he's 8 or 12.
Okay. And if you
I mean, I think because you're talking about the edge, a premium position,
Right.
and the fact that he got off the couch and did 8.5 sacks,
Right.
he might say, if y'all, I'm gonna see what other teams need,
Well,
right?
yeah.
And as if we get in the training camp, if somebody has an urgent need for a pass rusher, that might drive his price up. He's not taking the 3 he took this year, whatever he took this year. He's not taking that next year.
Right.
I always say that there's 2 waves of free agency, and there's a front wave, and then there's after the draft wave.
That's the Cowboys wave, usually.
That's why I'm looking for the Clowney type of wave. I'm looking for after the draft.
Yeah.
Team's going to cut some guys who they drafted, right, in place of like a veteran guys. They're going to be more guys in the pool.
Yeah.
I wouldn't dance with Clowney now. I'll wait for after the draft.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, if he was younger, then yes, but he's the kind of caliber guy I can gamble with and just find another Clowney after the draft versus before the draft.
Plus, I know what he said after the season, which
What'd he
this
say?
year, like, he wants to be signed, do training camp and all that, but I
Yeah,
don't know
yeah,
if
yeah.
I believe him. He's
Yeah.
on about a half-decade run of, like, hey, call me after camp, and I'll play for somebody. So I don't know if I believe him.
Yeah, Clowney got a deal worth about $3.45 million. It could have been $6 if he'd have hit all of his incentives. I don't think he hit all of his incentives. So
Okay,
Right.
so he'll make more than $6.
yeah, he's definitely gonna make more than $6.
He showed you a little something. Coming up next, it's time to get going. It's the NFL Combine this week. We're going to be up there tomorrow, and we'll be doing our shows up there for the rest of the week, including weekend for you guys. That's how much we love you.
Saturday.
Jeff's Combine rules that you need to know and all the different Cowboy conversations that come with it. It's next. Let's take a moment and talk about our friends at Wild Fork Foods Meat and Seafood Market. It is my favorite store on planet Earth. Oh, my goodness, because I don't know if you know this about me, but I like the meats. And at Wild Fork Foods Meat and Seafood Market, I want you to stop going to grocery stores for your meat. I'm begging you, one time, go to Wild Fork Foods and see what happens. You're going to find an incredibly knowledgeable staff, a selection that blows your mind. And they can tell you, hey, I want to buy this one. How do I make it perfect? The staff is awesome. The selection is awesome. They have over 700 items, including 400 of them at under $10 a pound. So you want beef, you want poultry, seafood, pork, something exotic like ostrich or rabbit. They got you. They also have sides in there like mac and cheese, mashed potatoes, green beans, asparagus. So you can get your whole meal done at Wild Fork. Frozen is fresher. At Wild Fork Foods Meat and Seafood Market, the organic grass-fed ground beef, 85% lean. It's $6 a pound. That's about the best I've seen out there. Try them out at one of their 9 area DFW locations. Learn more at wildforkfoods.com. Also, shout out to our friends at Prize Picks. I love our guys at Prize Picks. They're giving you $50 instantly in lineups when you play your first $5. That's right. $50 in lineups when you sign up and play your first $5. They make everything a little bit more exciting. Don't miss this chance to get started on America's #1 app for sports picks. You know, I tend to, my favorite sport on the Prize Picks is football, but while I'm waiting, I just move it around, maybe do a little golf. I like to throw Jalen Hurts in there as often as I can on less than the passing yard. Simple to play. Just pick more or less on 2 to 6 player stat projections. Get the picks right. You can cash in. Pick from all your favorite sports. Basketball, baseball, hockey, UFC, soccer, college basketball, tennis, golf, esports, and more. Go ahead and head on over there. Join millions of users and sign up for America's #1 sports picks app. Download the Prize Picks app today. Use the code DLLS. You get $50 in lineups. After you play that first $5 lineup, the code is DLLS. Get you $50 in lineups after you play the first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, it's good to be right. All right, it's time to get you ready for the NFL Combine, which is in Indianapolis this week. If you're going up there with us, just send me a message on social and we can head to the Slippery Noodle together. That's a bar right by the stadium that I like to go to. Sometimes they play live jazz and I drink. Clarence will meet you at St. Elmo's. He goes to the nice place, spends all the money, and I will hang out with you at White Castle.
I'm not going to White Castle.
I am going to White Castle, and I'm going to have a great time. It's
Am
going
I
to be
allowed
good.
to leave the Airbnb for this trip? I don't know if I want to get COVID again. Knock us out for a week.
Oh, my
right
God.
when-
Yeah, I forgot. Last trip didn't go so good for John.
It's because you're hanging out with you.
I didn't get the Cove,
Oh,
You
wow.
get the cove.
but I also live a nasty life, so
Yeah.
I think I'm immune to most stuff. It's tough. It's tough to get me because I've built up a tolerance to
It's
most
mutual
things.
respect between Jeff and viruses.
Yes, myself, viruses, bacterias. We have an understanding, and it's worked out great so far. Smash the like button, please, if you're here, and let's get ready for the NFL Combine, shall we?
And real talk, real talk in real time. Stephen Jones is talking right now to reporters in Indy, and he said that they're going to finalize the franchise tag for Pickens within the next week. We want him here.
What does finalize it mean? You're just tagging a guy.
I'll tell you what the
Right
man
before the
said.
deadline, they're going to
Yeah, you
shoot an
gotta-
email.
We think the world of him. We want him here. That's the quote.
Yeah.
Shocking. The Cowboys want a guy here who had 92 catches.
Yeah, it's a good plan to want him. I think
Yeah,
that's a
yeah.
good idea.
Yeah. I need
Until-
to have want to change into need.
Yeah.
I need him here. You
Well,
know.
we're not allowed to say that because then the agent hears it and he's like,
Okay.
"Oh yeah, $50 million." And we're like, well, wait a
Yeah.
minute, think-
Yeah.
I saw something the one time I saw internet
Uh-huh.
when I was gone for like 10 days. I saw something from some account, might have been like the Sleeper or some weird, I don't know. But it was like talking about $30 million as the price for Pickens. And in my mind, I went, if that's the price, that should have been done like last week, right?
It's not $30 million. That's the problem with people. Calvin did not report.
I'd have done that immediately.
Calvin did not report
Okay.
that Pickens wanted 30. He said the goal going into last season, if they had a big year, it would be they would want at least 30.
From last season.
Going into last season.
And then they had a bigger year than they thought.
Yes.
And that changes things.
Yeah, but he never said he wants 30.
Right. That's much like
There's
Michael
no-
Johnson.
I
there's
thought
no
you was going to press it.
There's no reporting
John
that
was
said
gonna
it,
press
but
it.
everybody's taking it to Cowboys or Pickens 130.
Can you make it bigger? I thought John was going to press it.
That's not what he said. And that's not what it reported. And then we've talked, and I've talked.
Okay.
CeeDee Lamb is 34 million. The highest receiver is 40. Okay.
So what do you
Jackson
think the
Smith
floor?
and Jigma wants at least 40. And I'm not saying Pickens should want 40. He's going to try to get 40.
Yeah.
But 34 million is real. 34 million is realistic. That's CeeDee Lamb money.
What do you think the floor for the GP will be?
It's over 30.
34 million. 34 million. I mean, CeeDee signed that 2 years ago. People understand that it's not about him better than CeeDee. CeeDee signed that contract 2 years ago. That same offseason, that contract that CeeDee and Justin Jefferson signed was blown away.
Facts.
By Chase, who got 40.
40, yeah.
Okay?
40.
Okay, so he's not necessarily giving him 34 to make him the best receiver, but that's where the market has gone.
I give him $1 less than CD because he needs to know.
Okay.
Yeah.
CD's making $34 million annually. Give him 33.9. He'll sign.
So technically, what Jeff is saying, what was more important than anything is the Cowboys should have signed GP before Williams, and as well as whatever they're doing.
Well, and Jeff was also right. Is what's easier to do.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's you can say theoretically, yes, they should have signed Pickens before. They didn't have to.
Yeah.
Because they have the money to do it. But what's easier to do?
Is Pickens more valuable than Javonte Williams?
Yes. But that's what's easier to, it's
What did
easy.
Javonte get?
As you brought up,
yeah, he's about 4 times more valuable.
As you brought up, I got money to pay my light bill right now. I'm still trying to work at money to pay the mortgage.
Right.
Okay. I got money to pay the light bill.
We could turn your lights off by tomorrow.
It's easier to pay the light bill.
We got to restructure some contracts before we get around to you, partner.
Yeah, I mean, how are we going to do it? But, they got a lot of things they need to do. And it's easy to be done. It's just a flip of a button, and we've talked about that.
Are you guys prepared for it? And you can let us know anytime you get Steven stuff, just pop it right in.
Go ahead with your combine stuff.
This is Jeff's Combine Rules according to Jeff, by Jeff. Presented to you by Jeff. Combine Rules. We get out to Indianapolis. There's going to be a bunch of fellas, and they're going to be wearing kind of some little shorts and some real tight tops. Some of them take the top off if they feel like it'll make them go faster, go convertible style. And so as we're out there and we're watching what all these guys are going to do and trying to get a feel for who these players are and who's helping themselves out and who might hurt themselves and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, Jeff's Combine rule number 1 to remember, don't count it twice. Tyreek Hill runs real fast. Well, it's a bad example because I don't think he was invited to the Combine because he had a situation in his history. The fastest players in Combine history are Xavier Worthy and John Ross.
Mm-hmm.
Your scouting report, if you've watched them play, the first line is, he's real fast.
Mm-hmm.
So when you go to the Combine and somebody runs real fast that you had already written down, he runs real fast. If that makes you think higher of him, what were you doing initially? You already knew he was real fast. Don't count it twice.
Right.
When you get a 35-inch arms on this offensive tackle, your tape said he's got that. Like, don't count things twice.
Mm-hmm.
You already know it, okay? If it's not on tape, be careful giving it too much credit. I'll use a Cowboys example for this one. If you look it up, Luke Schoonmaker would be considered an elite athlete for an NFL tight end.
Facts.
Because of the NFL Combine, how fast you ran, the shuttles, the jumps, all that. Yeah. He would measure as an elite NFL athlete. I watched Luke Schoonmaker play college football.
Right.
It wasn't in my notes.
It wasn't in there.
And probably should lean on that. And not, like, if a guy just shows out at the Combine.
Right.
You can make me revisit. Like, let me go. That's interesting. Let me go take a look back at this. But if you maybe it does say something about you that you did a great job going to one of these Combine prep places, paying them money.
Facts.
And getting your 40 right and your jumps right and all that stuff right. And maybe you get credit for that. But if that's not the way you play, I would lean on the way you play.
Facts. I always say, man, you do a great job of saying trust the tape. And
it's a great podcast.
You got to trust the tape. Trust what you see with your eyes, man. You can always look at the tape and say, okay, is he winning his one-on-ones? Can he get off his releases fast? I'm just going to say this and just throwing this out there. Like a Mozzie, you're like, oh, yeah, he can lift 1,000 pounds. Oh, my goodness, that's good. But what the tape say, man?
Right.
A 0.5 sacks in the seat in 2 years at Michigan.
But the tape should have said he also stopped the run like nobody's business. Did the tape say that with Mozzie?
He's all right.
I'm just saying.
He's a
That's
solid
what
run
it is.
defender in college.
The tape said you clog up the middle and stop the one. Well, no, I ain't worried about a sack. What the tape said about him clogging up the middle?
He didn't have a lot of that in tackle for losses. He didn't have a lot of that in Michigan. So
Never a backfield guy.
Never
Well,
living in the
tell
backfield.
Jesse what's up. Hey, Jesse, what's happening, man? Jesse's in the chat.
So trust the tape versus
Jesse,
the combine numbers.
holla!
Hey, Jesse. It's good to see you. I didn't tell anybody where you are.
Damn.
That's messed up.
Sucked him up.
Don't. You don't have to say it that way.
Yeah, swallowed up.
Hit the
Reeled
like,
him in, baby. Reel him in. Reel him in.
hit the like button while you're here. We sure would
Sharing is
appreciate
caring.
it.
Come on with it, y'all. Hit that like button.
Jeff's Combine rule number 3. Everything you need to know won't happen at the Combine. Sometimes the things we can't see can matter.
Okay.
If you hear the right insiders / experts, and it has to be the right ones, because there are some idiots and some haters out there that just write trash and garbage. But if you hear low whispers,
Right.
even if it's not specific, like here's exactly what I mean by this. But like when you hear little whispers consistently about players that aren't positive, I just watch them play.
Right.
I watched them play last year.
Mm-hmm.
Really liked Jaden Blue.
Yeah.
Leading up to the draft, you had little whispers.
Yeah.
And it was like, well, you're not telling me specifically what you mean.
Okay.
And it's like, well, might need some time to adjust.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not. And it's like, what do you mean? And what's happening is people are getting information from people who have coached these guys. People are getting things. And when a guy falls in a draft and he's not hurt and you don't know what's going on,
Facts.
a lot of times the answer is, well, these teams talk to these coaches.
Facts.
And the coach was like, I can't fight for him too hard.
Yeah.
Like, he's a good player,
But
but
got a little problem with this.
and that sort of stuff, you're probably not going to get it direct. But if you hear little whispers about people, it might matter.
Yeah, I got a call from a guy from Texas about Blue the other day.
See?
You know,
See?
and I told him some of the things that's going on here, and he said that's how it was at college.
Hook 'em.
You know, and
And that's the things.
family members intervening and calling coaches and different things like the maturity, professionalism. Some of those things are issues in college.
And so, like, those things can matter. And the opposite side of that can matter, too. When you see or hear the way people are talked about, and I'm going to do 2 that are very top of my head.
Right.
Where you hear coaches rave about him, leader, excellent character, et cetera, et cetera. You heard about Caleb Downs, the safety at Ohio State. You heard about C.J. Allen, the middle linebacker at Georgia.
Yeah.
Those things will help players.
Right.
When you're hearing that, like, who doesn't want a good player who does everything right?
Right.
You don't think it helped Javonte Williams get this money? That the coaches have zero negative thoughts about him in any way, shape, or form?
Early goer, you know, a guy that can be the first one in there, the last one to leave. So the combine itself is like a living resume. You know, you on a resume, you on an interview processing, and you just want to be able to showcase your best attributes. If not, then
Okay, can I ask you something? And we talked about this.
Better be a question.
Can you improve your speed? I mean,
little bit.
that reason speed called me. You say
You can.
You can. I mean, I know what you, but that's why you go to these things to work on your deficiency.
facts.
Yeah.
Okay.
But, so what you're working on, like the 40 time, I would say, by the time you've reached I'm an elite college athlete, are you going to make yourself faster? Probably not. Can they perfect your form, your get off?
Yeah.
Yeah,
all of those things? Yes.
you can,
A tenth of a second.
They will absolutely cut a tenth of a
and
second
once
off
it
your 40
becomes
time.
natural, could it mean you're playing faster? Is there somebody who played
Maybe.
faster in the pros because of whatever, and they played in college? We have examples of somebody who the light came on, and
Probably
and,
not.
And is it, or so maybe it's instincts or something that you could be taught that
Right.
make you become.
No,
faster.
what they're
I'm
doing,
asking.
what they're doing when guys are getting ready for the combine is they are perfecting
Right.
form.
Mm-hmm.
They're perfecting, the technique of how I jump, Like
because you get the best number possible, right? That's all you're doing.
Because you're not spending your college football year like, man, how can I add an inch and a half to my vertical jump?
Right.
You're working on how am I going to beat this dude on a slant route?
Right.
And so, like, because the combine exists, we then take these guys, and for months we say, don't worry about getting better at football. Let's do something that doesn't actually help you because it's going to help you get some money in April.
Right.
And it's kind of wonky, but it is what it is.
It is a proven theory. Like Darius Haywood-Bay, he runs a crazy time, and then that put him ahead of Dez Bryant, right?
Yep.
Yeah. It's like, okay.
That's not what put him ahead of Dez Bryant.
What was, sir?
What was it?
Dez had a lot of off-the-field things that showed up with the Cowboys as well.
Jeff's combine rule number 17.
They showed up with the Cowboys as well. Let's not
if a guy is super awesome,
let's
super awesome, screw that character.
Let's not over that. Let's not misremember. Let's not remember. Let's not misremember.
Remember.
Maturity concerns don't matter.
Right.
If you're super awesome.
Yeah.
Go ahead, take Randy Moss.
Go take Randy Moss.
Coming up next on the DLLS Cowboys podcast, we'll do more Cowboys and combine preview, draft things, the position group most likely to help the Cowboys in this draft. Let's just keep it cruising. We'll do that next. Somebody really say Cooper Rush outplayed Dak in the chat?
Yeah.
Well, that's some weird delusional stuff going on with hating your own quarterback.
Where are they now? We ought to do a podcast. Where are they now?
Yeah, they let Cooper Rush play like 8 seconds in Baltimore and like put the third guy in.
Put the third guy
not
in.
do this crap.
Put Law Nation in there, man.
It is. It's time for you to get the diehard draft guide. Our expert, All-City Network draft expert, Fran Duffy, does a great job putting this stuff together. He's one of the best in the business, and you can get to his scouting reports, his player rankings. All of that stuff is available for you in the diehard draft guide, which means that you probably need to sign up to be a diehard. And we have a great sale going on this week, which will save you some money, $36, instead of the standard, which is $80 or $79.99 maybe technically. But you get a great deal, and it's the best coverage that you're going to get from the Combine. We'll be doing our shows from out there. You will have access as a diehard to all of the things that Fran Duffy does for us as a company, and it's all good. You get up in there, and you can just see once the Cowboys make a pick, you want a scouting report on the guy, guess what? It's already in there. You want to get to know some of these guys before it's time to draft, guess what? Their scouting reports, they're in the draft guide. So it's a good time for you to get on over there, sign up to be a diehard, take advantage of this, know everything you can possibly know about the NFL draft before it happens, and then you can have opinions and get in fights with your friends, because if there's anything that draft season is truly about, it's about fighting your friends.
Facts.
About who is a better player, who's a better prospect, and who's going to be the better pro. So that 3 or 4 years down the road, one of you can circle back and see, I told you so. Even if we'll never remember which guy we liked better than another one. In real time, it's very important to do so. Yeah. So hop on in there, sign up to be a diehard, make sure you have access to the draft guide, and you'll be rocking and rolling come draft day. It is the DLLS Cowboys podcast. Clarence Hill is monitoring, not monitoring, but yes, monitoring Stephen Jones in real time. Do we have any other Stephen things?
Well, just some things that just confirmed what we already know on the George Pickens contract. He's been grilled about the George Pickens contract. Stephen acknowledges it'll take time. Which why Javonte Williams? Because it's going to take time. Why didn't you?
Why didn't you start? Take time. Why didn't you start a while ago then?
Yeah, that's. But he acknowledges it's going to take time. Yeah. But he says whether the contract gets done or not, Pickens will be on the team in 2026. Well,
under the tag, baby.
Well, how will he react to the tag? And when
maybe
will he show
not
up?
Well, but I would tell you. I would tell you this.
When will he show up?
I'll tell you this. David Mulugeta clients have done a.
Mulugeta.
I guess you would say a great job. He's done a really good job of not having his guys play under the tag, which basically means you get tagged, you don't show up for stuff, you lay on a training table, you do stuff to try to make you give me my money or send me somewhere where they'll give me my money. But if, and I don't like doing this because I don't like being on Team Jerry usually.
Oh, wow.
But if you just tag him and and you're like, hey, here's what we want, and you're like, absolutely not, we'll see you when he gets here.
Yeah.
You don't have to call me no more. I promise they'll show up and play football, because if they don't, the year doesn't count and they get $0. I promise they'll show up and play football eventually, but that's not what you want.
No. So if we talk about moving different, the fact, let's throw carry some water here. Carry some water.
Carry the buckets,
Some water there. Oh, what is this? Here, Here, have a nice little wild fork.
There you go.
Where you can put some water.
Is
in
the fact
That boy, you got some
John got some
strong
water
shoulders
for you.
here.
Carry
Come on,
some
carry
water
the
for you.
waters, man. Yeah. Got some water in there. Yeah. You get mine.
is
Yeah,
the
carry the water.
fact that they have not franchised him. They could have done it last week. The fact that they have not done it, and they're talking about we're gonna finalize that next week. Could that be a clue to maybe we're gonna try to get a deal done? Maybe we're gonna try to do some negotiating before we actually have to do this franchise. We're gonna wait till the last minute before I have to put that franchise tag on because we're gonna do some talking. We're gonna talk this week. Is that can we take any? Can we spin that positively? Because they could have already done the tag, right? And we, because they were reported 2 weeks ago, they're gonna tag him during the Super Bowl, the night before the Super Bowl. All the national reporters, Cowboys are gonna tag George Pickens, right?
When's the last day you can do it?
Yeah, when is
I
that?
think March 11th or something like that.
Okay.
Oh, they'll do it March 11th.
Deadline
But
make
my
deals.
point is, the fact that we're waiting,
Yeah.
is that a good sign that some chums in the water would turn, we're working on something?
Good faith.
Give
type
me a
of
good
thing.
old country term for working on something, get
I like
something
chum in
done.
the water.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I like a little
is that
chum in the water.
something to feel good about? Maybe the Cowboys trying to get something done
I'll let
before they
Law-
have to
Law
do that.
handle
Well,
this one.
the race is not to the swift nor the battle to the mighty, right? You just try to endure it. You guess is that what you say?
That's biblical.
That's biblical. That's just the whole. That's the old saying. Is that you're not rushing into this deal and you want to slow dance or slow play this. But the name of the game is the results, and we need to get the results of the contract done so that we can do things in free agency and so that we can appear to do things differently. If not, we're doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. And can you let me know what that is? Yeah.
Is that insanity? Which one is that? Is that the right one?
Yeah.
But let's be honest.
That'll be insane.
All they do is push these levers.
Okay.
Dak's contract, CD's contract,
Yeah.
Tyler Smith's contract, clear cap room. They can do things for agency without Pickens being done.
Yeah.
The idea that they need to do Pickens to get things done in free agency is not true, right? Because they can push these levers to create cap room.
Yeah,
Even
but
with
wouldn't you like
Pickens on
more?
tour. Yeah, no. I'm just saying though, but they can still, they're gonna get a lot of money, right?
Yeah, they'll
They
get
can- they can-
themselves. They'll probably get themselves 60 million under, maybe 70, maybe 80.
Yeah, they get more than
depends
that.
how many people they want to cut.
Right.
And how many? Like they'll flip the switches on every big contract.
Switches.
Those numbers are coming.
The difference is this year from last year, there was no, surface level conversation. People within the front office are having a feeling that they're not really on the same page with said player. You remember that last year
Yeah.
with Micah?
Yeah.
There was some things saying not everybody's on the same page.
Yeah.
Whereas this GP conversation, everybody's saying that they want him here, from the players to other people that you ask about. So
Which is crazy because I feel like a lot of the stuff with Micah that, I mean, it was a subject for years that, once again, goes back to what I was saying about like the NFL guy, like the prospects.
Yeah.
When you hear whispers,
right,
there were whispers for Micah's whole career as a Cowboy.
Yeah.
That not everybody thinks he's the best influence for everybody. Not everybody out there. And now with George Pickens, we're all happy. Come on, hit me.
Hit me. Come on.
No, don't let me get away with nothing. Come on, pounce.
Because we're
Get some.
We're comparing apples to oranges. Because do you really think George Pickens is a good influence? I mean, we're gonna do the influence thing. We just like Pickens right now.
That was my question.
We just like Pickens.
That
right
was
now.
my question. Is
'Cause
how
I mean,
was that
you
a
know,
thing with one? And with this one, we're like, he's
like
great.
Pickens right now. I mean, what Pickens the one that got CD in trouble? I mean, now look, I love Pickens. I think we put too much on that stuff.
Yeah.
That's why they should have never got rid of Mike. Sign the best player, keep the best player. But this idea, these people, yes, I know everybody in the organization did not like how Michael Irvin moved.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah.
But he won titles.
He won titles, yeah.
You know, but he kept people out late. He did all of that stuff that you don't want. That we're criticizing these guys are doing.
But
so
that's
people in the organization don't like how they. Just because people in the organization don't like, everybody don't like how they move, don't mean you get rid of them.
But that's what Michael Irvin said just last week. He said that he loved the fact that GP and CD was out together, getting in trouble together.
Well,
he loved that.
Mike
And
would say
he
that.
Said, he said that. He said that shows that that's community, culture, and joint brotherhood together, that they getting in trouble together. You know, he was sweating and all
And
of
that's
that
what
good
Mike
stuff.
said?
That's what Michael Irvin
Can I
said.
talk to Mike for 1 second?
Getting in trouble together.
Can I just tell you, Mike?
Come on, sign him.
Mike, I disagree. George, if you can do that and show up and ball out and you're built for that, that's okay. But my guy who's never been in trouble, leave him alone. Let him stay in bed. Don't mess with my guy. You guys can go to the state fair together, have a corny dog, ride the Ferris wheel. But at curfew, if my guy's never been in trouble,
But
let him sleep.
It's hard. I don't know if you always say we both got to get some blood on our hands, right?
No, we don't have to.
Just to really
you go get it on your hands.
blood on it. I can't trust you. If you ain't got no blood on your hands.
Been in the foxhole together.
That's why you had John out at them clubs and getting sick. He had blood on his hands. I can't trust you. If you can't get out there and get dirty with me.
Get dirty with him.
Syntex Garrett's in the super chat. Could GP3 be a draft day trade? Maybe a wide receiver falls to 12 and we move him for another team's one. Let me ask you this.
All right.
You mind if I ask you a question?
You can ask us a question.
When the front office says words, do you believe words? Because
No.
if I
All
could
in.
believe words,
Just because I said it don't make it so. That's also a front office word.
Okay.
so that undoes everything I was about to go through. Because if the words made it fact, the fact that Steven said George will be on this team in some form or fashion no matter what next year, yes, that's great. Because I don't want to trade George Pickens. But now here's combine rule number 704.
Okay.
Must-lie situations. Let's say,
It's the Lion season.
and I'm
The
not
Lion
saying,
season, yo.
I'm not saying. So you know who you are out there. Don't yell at me. I'm not even offering an opinion here. But let's say the Cowboys do have in the back of their mind, hey, one of our options here is we need a lot of help at a lot of places.
Mm-hmm.
We're good at receiver. We've had a top 5 offense every year Dak's healthy. We don't have to have George. For the right offer, maybe we're open to trading him. Saying that today doesn't serve them in any way, shape, or form.
No.
You say, we love him, we're keeping him forever and ever and ever.
Okay.
Because that way when a team calls, you're like, well, that's our guy.
That's our guy, yeah.
What were you going to give me? Because you want everything.
Well,
Like,
actually-
it doesn't serve you.
Actually, what he said, we plan on having him on the
We
team.
plan on having him on the team.
So plan on having
We
him on the
plan
team.
on having him on the team.
We plan on having him on the team in 2026. They also planned, and that's why I keep it whisper. On the record, Jerry and Steven planned on having Mike on the team.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I didn't believe they would trade Micah just because I don't believe anyone
They
would do
planned
it.
on having. I mean, they offered him a contract. They planned on having him on.
But that was my fault.
At the combine last year, they planned on having Mike on the team.
Yeah, I made a mistake in that one.
At the owners' meeting last year, it was right after they went to the back door room and he offered him the contract. They planned on having him on the team.
Right.
This whole idea that we were planning. No, y'all weren't planning on doing nothing different.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I made a mistake with the Micah one.
Yeah, because
I made the mistake of letting my logic affect what they might do. Because I thought, surely no NFL team is dumbass enough to, like, trade Micah Parsons.
Facts.
Because it just doesn't make sense.
Right,
Obviously,
right.
your team's going to get worse. Maybe you'll have the worst defense in the entire league if you trade him. And so I didn't think that would make any sense, but they did it, and I should never put my logic into their decision.
it was Jerry genius because he was planning for this year.
Correct. Yeah,
Planning
that's
for
right.
next year, planning for the future.
That's right.
You know, we're gonna get it. We're not gonna get it done in 2025. But 2020.
Well, he forgot to say that after the trade, though. He forgot to tell me we weren't going to get it done in 2025. He told me we were going to crush it. NC Upton, vets or rooks to fix a defense in a 3-year window? Answer? Both.
You got to have both, man. You got to have a mixture.
Both of them.
Yeah.
But again, I ain't looking for 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking for 2027. Well, I'm tired. It's been a 30-year window.
It's been 30-year window.
I'm not looking at a 3-year window. I'm looking what Seattle and what the Patriots did, go from out of the playoffs to the Super Bowl in 1 year.
Just for fun and real fast, Ghostface Gaming said, we're right at the cap limit. How would they afford $30+ million a season, multi-year for GP? I can't see it. I'm sorry. It would be infinitely easier to carry him on a $35 million contract per year than a 1-year franchise tag, because the franchise tag counts that year.
Facts.
If they signed George Pickens to a 4-year, 35, 70, 140, 4-year, $140 million deal, his first year would count against the salary cap for like 14.
Right.
That's just how it works.
And David, what they're going to fight for is David probably shoot for 3 years. He want to get back into the market.
Yeah,
and
probably,
then he want to get his client at the age of 27 fighting for a contract post 28 and 29. So that's why the years and avoidables and all of that.
And people cheat now. People cheat. That's what they do. You'll sign a 3-year extension where, yes, and then you'll have 2 years at the end of it that aren't part of the contract where you can literally just move and park cap money. And he gets the money. You just don't pay it on your spreadsheet yet. And on top of that, they're not going to be right up against the cap. They're going to be $31 million saved when they do something to Dak's contract. They're going to save 19 when they do it to CDs. They're going to save 17.5 when they do it to Tyler Smith's. They're going to save 14.5 when they do it to Quinnen Williams. That's 31 and 50. That you just got $60 million under the cap, and those are things they're going to do.
Right.
Yeah, right. And what's also true is that unlike the CD deal, they had the final year of a rookie deal to play with, to manage the cap.
It makes it harder when you're right up against it.
Right.
Well, they don't have the final year of a rookie deal.
Right.
This is all new money.
All new money for GP. Yeah.
Right. Which means you can't bring it as low as you could when you had a little more wiggle room.
Yeah, no. He can get all his.
Coming up next on the DLLS Cowboys podcast, we're going to finish getting you ready for the combine. We have about 73 questions we had for each other. We've gotten to 0 of them. So question number 1 through 73 about the combine is next on the DLLS Cowboys podcast. And we got a hookup for you. You like it when we get the hookup, right? It's time. Sign up to be a diehard. If you haven't made that leap yet, now's a good time to do it because we have discounts. It's a combine discount. $36 for 1 year of diehard membership, and diehard membership is good. Hit the like button, by the way. Clarence told me they got 200 likes last Monday when I wasn't here.
I said one day last. I don't know what day it was.
One day. And we have 155, which is proof that I am bad for the show. And if you don't want me to feel that way, please hit the like button. Sign up to be a diehard. $36 for your first year of membership is the hookup. It's an $80 value, or I guess I should say it normally is $80 is the cost. I think the value is somewhere around $4,600, according to me. Depends how much you log into the website and how much you buy merch. But, you sign up. $36 for a year instead of $80 for that first year. You get a free T-shirt when you sign up. You can get one of those Stay Shiesty T-shirts, which is showing support for George Pickens if you want to do it that way. We could maybe make a silhouette of a Jarrah T-shirt if you want to show support for him.
All in. We need the all in T-shirt.
Make like a billionaires club.
A bust the budget.
All in.
Bust the budget.
Bust the budget T-shirt.
All in. Bust the budget.
Yeah. Make it look a circle and put DLLS in the middle.
I like it.
All in. Bust the budget.
Little piggy bank shattering open, except it's shaped like a horse because it's a Cowboys thing.
Yeah.
We could come up with something.
Come on, man.
Sign up to be a diehard to get you the hookup. Combine week's a great time to sign up. Not just for the discount, but for the fact that you are getting ready for the NFL draft. And if you're really into that stuff, our friend Duffy has all of his rankings, all of his scouting reports, the diehard draft guide. All of those things become available to you when you are a diehard. You get into our Discord as well. Clarence is always in there talking about feet.
Jesse's the feet guy.
Well,
oh, wow.
Sign up or else. Not a threat. It's the DLLS Cowboys podcast. I'm going to throw in 2 quick things that I forgot in Jeff's draft rules or combine rules. There are a couple of numbers that do matter at the combine. Just a couple.
A couple of numbers.
Well, there's a few other ones that kind of matter. Because what I care about is there anything that we could do here at any position group that actually tends to translate to how you do in the NFL? If you're into pass rushers and the pass rushers are actually working out and they run the 3-cone drill, that one can matter.
Oh, yeah. Short area quickness. You need that. Yeah.
If you're showing speed, change of direction, and the 3-cone is whoop, you're also showing bend. Under 7 seconds is the magic number. If you run the 3-cone drill in under 7 seconds, you're cooking a little bit.
Come on.
The heavier you are and still doing that in under 7 seconds, the more, oh my God. Like J.J. Watt was 280 at the combine and ran a sub 7 second 3-cone.
Jeez.
Because he could move in whatever way you wanted to move to do that sort of stuff. That one matters a little bit.
How did he go from a 220-pound tight end to a 280-pound defensive end?
Who?
J.J. Watt.
J.J. Watt.
He was a 220-pound tight end?
He started college like as a 2-star
tight
end.
Yeah.
Oh, he ain't good.
He just ain't good?
Yeah, he ain't
That's
good.
all it was?
Cornbread.
Are you making an accusation? Are you making a Balco accusation against the retired J.J. Watt?
JJ.
I just asked a question.
You making an accusation?
Yeah.
I said nothing.
I will tell you
I
this.
asked a question.
Any pro athlete that tells you they gained 20 pounds of muscle in an off season,
Yeah.
they're full of crap or they did steroids.
Steroids. Yeah.
Because you're not doing that healthy.
He was a 1-star, 2-star tight end. He transferred as a 280-pound behemoth that's All-American.
Started lifting weights.
Lifting weights.
Offensive
beans.
line, short shuttle. This one, I don't know why exactly. Well, I mean, I guess I do.
Yeah.
You're going back and forth, and I mean, this stuff matters and all that, but you're just running from there to there to there. But the magic number, 4.47. Anybody that runs 4.47 or better in the
Right.
short shuttle on the offensive line who has tape that doesn't suck
Right.
has a decent chance to be pretty good.
Put a check mark in there.
He can run down a quarterback after interception. A cornerback after quarterback those interception.
Well, this is a short shuttle, not the 40.
Because
I saw Larry Allen run somebody down, run down a linebacker, boy.
He had an angle.
But the reason why is, the offensive lineman got to keep him inside the cylinder. And if you keep the offender inside the cylinder, it's hard to get around to that quarterback.
Yeah.
So this short shuttle is
Yeah,
everything.
yeah.
So, especially hand placement and all that. So now you cross what you see with your eyes onto that film. So that's why you like that short shuttle.
We like that short shuttle.
Hell yeah.
Now, if the Cowboys were going to double dip somewhere
Double dip.
Come on.
in this draft, hit the like button, please, if we don't get over
And you're a
200.
dipper.
Clarence
You know
gonna
about
tear me up.
dipping.
I do know about dipping.
Wait
I
a
did
minute.
10 days in Japan without any, but then
What?
as soon as I got home, I bought
Okay.
some.
How'd you last 10 days?
Well, I had the fake stuff.
Okay.
I've been doing the fake stuff mostly,
Okay.
but then sometimes I do. See, I actually had quit. There's
Okay.
no reason to say this on the show.
That's it.
I had quit dipping for about 2 months, and I was on to the fake stuff.
Okay, synthetic stuff.
Then my dog died.
Oh, wow.
Sorry.
I got
Oh,
sad.
Oh, man.
And I went to the gas station, and I bought a can of dip.
Oh, wow.
And I just kept buying the cans of dip.
Poor dog, man.
So thanks for bringing that up, Clarence.
Dang, Clarence, man, we're doing good.
I just asked. He said he wasn't dipping in Japan. And he
What do
came
you
back.
love?
Yeah.
Hey, I stopped drinking 3 days ago. I'm trying to make it through the combine.
No chance. I'll support you.
I support that, man.
No chance.
Yeah.
Clarence.
Law got me messed up on Tuesday. On Wednesday, Ash Wednesday, I'm gonna take a month off of drinking.
If the Cowboys are going to
Come
double
on with
dip
it.
at a position group,
Yeah.
which one's it going to be? And is it maybe which one would you want it to be?
Ooh, DB. Defensive backs.
That's kind of cheating.
Huh?
I just want to let you know.
Why?
Because you included corners and safeties. That's cheating.
No,
Oh, yeah.
no.
That don't
We're
even
talking about
count.
corners. We're talking about corners or
Yeah, you got to pick.
not DB.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cornerbacks then. I'll double dip in that.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
to me, the fire's at defensive end. The urgency at defensive end. Even my man CP say you start up front. We're talking about front. What you like, the front or the back? What you like, front or the back?
Back, then front. But
You like the back?
you're talking about football?
Wait a minute. Context matters at this point.
You like the back? You like the what?
In football, I've gone back and forth on that one.
Oh, front. Your front
I'll
controls
go
the
front.
back. Your front
I'll go
controls the
front.
back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's more important, the front or the back?
The front controls the back.
The front, because
football.
when we had the
Yeah.
best guy up front, everybody in the back played a whole lot better
So you like the front over the back?
Yeah.
in football.
Yeah.
Just in football.
In football.
Just in football.
Correct.
Okay, I was just trying to get you on the record.
You
So-
you wanted to be so good, you see the back from the front.
So CP likes you say we build from the front. That's where it starts. Everything starts up front.
Yeah. Everything
So-
starts up front.
When you ask me if I had to double dip, I'm double dipping at the edge rusher. If we said earlier in the show, you only got one. Only got one.
Yeah.
And Ezeracco, who's on the contract, and you got James Houston, but there's a ceiling on what James Houston can be to me. And
Yeah.
so you only got one, and he was okay. He wasn't Mike as a rookie, you know. And so the urgency of getting a pass rush for any defense, getting to the quarterback, affecting the quarterback, is higher. And then you added the fact that we already got Bland, and we feel good about a healthy Rebel
Right.
to a certain extent. If I'm double dipping up front.
Okay.
I think I
Edge
agree.
rusher.
I think I agree with you. The question just reveals to me, it makes me want to just ignore my own question and just remind everybody over and over again how important free agency is.
Facts.
Because they could absolutely use 2 first-round picks on cornerback, and you'd be like, that makes sense. They could absolutely use 2 first-round picks on edge players, and that would totally make sense.
Yeah.
They could pick an offensive lineman in the first round, and to me, it would make sense. They could pick a linebacker in the first round. It would make sense. Safety in the first round. It would make sense. We got a lot to do.
Right.
Man, we got a lot to do.
But another position makes sense because of who the player is. Like, if it's Caleb Downs, it makes sense.
Well, you also have
any safety.
You only got one safety right now.
Right, if it's one of those Ohio State linebackers,
that you are
one of Ohio
comfortable
State linebackers, yes.
Yeah.
But as far as position need, and we're talking about double dipping,
I don't think that this
safety and linebacker not as high on the list.
I don't think that there will be a complaint if somehow the craziest of the craziest thing happened. Let's say you double dip with Caleb Downs and you get Dylan 2 at 20.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That would be insane.
That'd be insane.
If you went safety, I actually like both players, and I don't actually hate that landing spot for either one of them. But I'd be like, for real?
Yeah.
That's what we got to do.
Position
Two
of value.
safeties?
You wouldn't be mad.
In
You
the
wouldn't be
first,
mad.
I might be. I don't know.
Value, I don't know.
Two safeties?
Because they don't really change the defense immediately.
Them two
Because
would.
Yeah, I think they would.
without a pass rusher.
A little bit. I mean,
without a pass rusher,
You do that in free agency.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, I'm just
I think
saying
I'm with
it's
you. The
crazy that would be crazy.
The pass rush is more important. You would have to
Facts.
figure out a way to get that going for those guys to be able to do what you would like them to do.
Yeah.
Because I can have a secondary playing pretty well.
Yeah.
And if the quarterback's just like, hey, eventually it won't
don't matter.
Somebody's got to be able to get home. So, yeah, I think I agree that the double dip spot
That'd be crazy.
would be a pass rusher or the edge. Let me see here what else I got. How much pull do you guys hope that Christian Parker has when it comes to who they pick? New defensive coordinator, how involved do you want him with identifying the players he wants?
Go ahead.
Okay, so this is how I'm looking at it. We was just talking about double dipping. I want Christian Parker to have so much of an influence that he can double dip with just the defense on the first draft, like the 12th and the 20th. That's where we double dip on the defensive side in general. So I want him to have that much influence to say, hey, in order to get my brand and caliber of defense going, I need that safety, and damn it, I need that edge rusher. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or damn it, I need that linebacker. I need for him to go into this particular draft war party or war room with that mindset and say, hey, this is who I want.
You know, they're changing from a 3-4 to 4-3, right? I mean, 4-3 to 3-4 pretty much as the base.
In theory, kind of.
In theory.
Even though everybody runs a 4-2 most of the time.
Yes, as a base.
Facts.
CP should give them the type of player he wants to make his defense work.
That's it.
Okay?
Say that.
And then the scout should make the pick.
Okay.
Thank you, Clarence.
Give him but that's why I should work in concert.
Okay.
But this is what I want. This is the type of player I need to make my defense work.
In order for it to work.
Yes.
And
but I don't need him going and say, get that guy. You know, the guy, the board, trust the board. They've done the work.
I like what you're doing.
I like that.
Give me some. I like what you're doing.
I like,
Oh, that's kind of strong.
That's strong.
I like what you're doing
Yeah.
because that's one thing I don't know about Christian Parker, and I know it's a Cowboys thing. It's a Jerry Jones thing. He asks everyone's opinion. Everyone gets to have an opinion, and then the coach, he might be like, oh, you like that guy? Cool, we'll get him. Jason Garrett was a decent talent evaluator.
Yep.
I don't think Dan Quinn was. I don't know that Rod Marinelli was. And so, like, just tell me what you need.
What you need. Yeah.
Here's a piece of paper. I wrote every position on defense on this piece of paper. You tell me the most important things for every position according to you, and I'll tell you who you like. Like, don't just go watch him and tell me I like that guy.
Right.
Because
and then not fight for it.
Our buddy Brian Broaddus had a thing he told me one time about Parcells when we worked for Parcells.
Yeah.
And he knew what he liked in offensive lineman.
What do you say?
And Parcells was like, oh, we're this guy. We're going to pick this guy.
Yeah.
And Brian was like, he's everything you hate in an offensive lineman.
Yeah.
And they drafted him, and they cut him in camp. And it was just like, we told you you don't like that guy. You think you like that guy. Just tell me what you like. I will find him. We got professionals at this.
Right, and we do it year round. Now, real quickly, what about that guy that Parcells liked? Did he brought to tell you why did he like him, even though he was against everything
I don't
he liked?
remember. He's like, he was like somebody's mean and nasty. He's like, no, he's not.
Yeah.
He's like, no, he's like, he saw like, I don't know, some plays or something.
Was that him when he said I liked DeMarcus Ware, but I wanted to
That
go
was
with
offensive lineman though.
Yeah. That was a different one.
That
Though.
was a different
He
one,
wanted
yeah.
what? Spears over where? No, he wanted Merriman over
Merriman.
But he
Ware.
also, but he
And
also
he wanted Spears.
He wanted
over Ware.
Spears too.
Okay.
Which is why my Hall of Fame general manager Jerry
Jerry
had to make the decision
Yes.
that we're taking DeMarcus Ware.
Who would have taken Johnny Manziel over Zach Martin too?
So
That's
it-
the Hall of Fame guy too.
So it's still
Who
a
wanted
crap
Jack
shot.
Martin?
Don't worry about all
Who
that.
wanted Johnny Manziel?
Law, thank you. We appreciate you.
Appreciate you.
Thank you guys for being here. Remember, you have no idea what everybody's going through. Be cool to everybody. We love you. Be easy.
And remember.
We all silly like the mayor.